So Tash, can we do a walkthrough of Makerspace?
Absolutely, I'd love to take you for a little whip around. So this is what we call our clean side. And we have a bunch of different studio members in here. This painting back there was done by Mac, also one of our previous artists in residence.
I remember him.
We like to call this Artist in Residence Alley a little bit because we have quite a few residents who decided to come on and stay as members. Here we have our current artist in residence. So we have Benny, who's currently reclaiming some clay. We have Lotus here, who's working on a sketchbook, and this is her amazing boombox she's been doing with ceramics, which I am a big fan of. And then this studio here is Lautaro, one of our other artists in residence. He's not here today, but he makes beautiful art, very colourful. Finally, in the studio we have Cami, and she's working on something at the moment as well, some stitching there. And then as we come around the corner here, we have our silkscreen printing area. So people can transfer ink onto fabric and then create their own t-shirts or a tote bag. We have a bunch of 101 classes where people can learn to use the tools, and then if they become a member, they can use the tools anytime they like.
That's great, Tash. And the pottery section's pretty big in Makerspace.
It is a growing, evolving space. We only launched it about 1.5 years ago, and it is going off. We have a dedicated ceramics membership. We've got 8 wheels. We've got a lovely pottery community. Actually, they're just about to launch a clay club, so that's exciting.
Do you have classes that you teach here?
Yeah, we have the Ceramics 101 class as well as the Open Studio, so for beginners and intermediates. And a lot of our artists and residents also really like to work in the ceramics area.
Yep.
So we're now leaving the clean side and heading into the dusty side. So this is still technically part of our ceramics area. This is the glazing area where people glaze their pottery, otherwise known as painting. And even though it's frosty out today, it's beautifully and sunny when the roller doors come up normally.
That's wonderful.
And so now we're officially in the dusty side. So this is where our wood shop is and our metal shop.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of studio members here who work in wood or metal.
And how many people are involved in Makerspace from the artists?
Well, we have 200 members, I think, give or take. And then we have about just under 80 studio spaces that people can rent. And then we have the 4 artists in residence who are with us twice a year for 6 months. Yeah. Plus we also have, we just did the Riversdale Art Walk. We had 24 artists come and exhibit. A lot of those were non-members, so we're always trying to find ways to open up Makerspace to the wider community for non-members and members. We actually have a community woodshop drop-in for non-members as well in the woodshop. So we're always trying to find ways to create access and make things affordable.
That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, so welcome to the metal shop. So here we've got a blacksmithing 101 class, and we've also got a metal shop and MIG welding class. So lots of fun to be had in here. We've got a fantastic instructor, Kim, and he certainly knows how to inspire people to work in metal. Anyway, we're gonna hit the wood shop. There's gonna be a lot of tools, but it's always a lot of fun. Come on in. So we've got 4 different classes you can take in here. We've got Woodshop 101, we've got the CNC router over here. And then if you're really up for it, we also run a joinery class. And then up in the back corner here, we've got some wood lathes. And our members also have access to all of the tools on these 2 walls. So we say people come for the tools, but they stay for the community.
Looks like you guys are bursting at the seams.
Do you know what we are? The other day we actually rented out our last studio space, but things do also turn over. So I think we have 1 or 2 coming up in the next month, but it's definitely very busy. And I was told when I started here in summer that things got very busy in winter because it's colder outside. And as an Australian, I can vouch for how cold it is outside, and I love coming to Makerspace to be cozy. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the tour.
You're welcome anytime. We're really excited to support HeARTworks and Food Bank.
Thanks. So Benny, tell us how you found out about this program and what you do.
We kind of like came in for the t-shirt tie-dye for volunteers in the backyard of Makerspace. And that was, I think that was probably the first time that I walked into Makerspace. I saw people posting this place and then the wood shops too. But like I just never get into here, right? And the first time I got into here, I was like really surprised. This place just like amazed me, because I'm a multimedia artist, so I always work on kind of like different mediums. And then I came here to the workshop, and then the workshop was like, wow, like. And then I think one thing most attracts me too is the tools too. Kind of like this is a shared space, so we see a lot of people like from community, kind of like are all working here, share the tools, like meeting new friends. I also made a collaboration with the previous artist in residency, like from Japan too.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we
wonderful.
just finished that like on Tuesday.
What things are you looking forward to being involved with this HeARTworks fundraiser?
This is kind of like charity things for, so we kind of like donate one piece for the food bank. Yeah, I would love to, because you know, even like artists do not actually, especially for emerging, do not make a lot of money, but I would say there are always people there out there needs more help too.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, Lotus. Do you want to
Hi.
tell us how you found out about the residency artist program?
I've been kind of kicking around Makerspace like for some time. I used to do the markets and stuff with them, and I used to just like, I had a friend that used to come into the space and stuff like that. So I was friends with Molly, who was one of the previous residents, and so I was aware of the program. And it really intrigued me because I'm very much so a multimedia artist, and any chance to try a new medium, I'm down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what are you hoping to experience with the HeARTworks fundraiser for the food bank?
I tried to do a charity auction a couple of years ago with some of my paintings and stuff like that. So when I heard about it, I was immediately interested.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
just because I'm very much about trying to help like local initiatives with like, especially the food bank is so important. And I fell on hard times when I was in like my early 20s, so I myself had to use the food bank pretty often. So I think it's just a good way to give back.
It's a wonderful way to pay it forward, and artists are some of the most generous people.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
thank you, Lotus.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, hello, Cami. I was wondering if you'd let us know what you think about Makerspace and the program that you're involved in.
I really love Makerspace. I consider this space my safe space in the world. I heard of this space online on their platforms because I wanted to start volunteering. And then I saw that they had the residency spots opened, and I applied. And I was really excited. I shot for the moon. I spent days on my application. I have a lot of dreams and goals to do in this short amount of time.
Well, that's wonderful, and we're so happy that you're offering to volunteer for our HeARTworks fundraiser. What are you hoping to learn from it?
I'm hoping to learn more about community engagement. I know that the work that HeARTworks is doing with the food bank is vital, especially for families. My family grew up on food bank donations, so whatever I can do to repay that for other families that are going through that.
Well, we really appreciate you, Cami, and thank you for giving us a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you.